Thursday morning. You know what that means. And he's on the microphone with Brian and Gene. The Morning Sickness Show. It's where I want to be. Strumming my guitar, soft and gently. Where bacon rules all, and Bloody Marys are tall, and Pearl Street beers chase them all. I'm here to sing to you, tell you have a great day, and don't forget to come rock out with Tug Sunday.
The Thursday song from our guy Andy Hughes on Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene.
Gonna get some rain, aren't we?
A
little bit?
Well, I looked on my app this morning, and it looks like we got a slight chance all day long that it'll increase later on tonight, and then we're definitely going to get some showers and thunderstorms tomorrow.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, today the lawn's getting mowed, even though I don't like mowing in the 80s. Got to do it. It's been a week and some change, and I've been busy, and I haven't had a chance to get out there and do it, so today it's happening because I'm not going to try to mow this weekend when it's raining.
Yeah, first day of fall already on Monday, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, crazy. But in the low 80s today with some clouds and a slight chance of some rain off and on in the afternoon, and increasing chances during the overnight for that rain. I was out on the golf course yesterday with our old buddy Scott Robert Shaw, hitting the links. It was very warm and toasty. I did not bring a hat, so my forehead's a little bit tender. I didn't get too much sun. I kind of stayed in the shade. Neither of us hit the ball very well, but I lost one ball. We played 9 holes. I lost one ball, so that's
pretty good.
That's good.
You felt good about that.
I did not hit the ball well, except for a couple of drives that I got a hold of, which those always make you feel good. A good, driver right up the fairway. But we had a good time. It was good to see Shaw and hang out for a bit and play some golf, and there wasn't a lot of people out there. We didn't feel rushed or pressured.
I was just going to ask that. Yeah.
Didn't have any issues out there or anything. So, yeah, and the course was in really good shape. I mean, for as little rain that we've gotten over the last couple of weeks, it was surprisingly green and lush.
Awesome.
Yeah. But the leaves are starting to fall,
They
so
sure
if
are.
you do lose your ball on, if it gets outside, outside of the fairway, then you're gonna have a problem trying to find it. So, but no, we had a good time. Good time. We've got hypothetical questions for one another today. We'll get started with that just after 7 o'clock. We've got a new Karen of the day to talk about. Okay. Office Cora is going to join us after 8. Let us know what she's up to this weekend in the 715. It's also National Cheeseburger Day. So we'll be talking about cheeseburgers later on this morning as well. Rockmornings.com if you want to get in touch with us, or download the 92.9 The X app or the 95.7 The Rock app and submit voicemails, images, and videos to stay in touch with us.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene on your rock station.
Another day, another candidate announcing their
is this run for governor?
Yeah, another person announcing their candidacy for the title of governor of Wisconsin.
And we got a little ways to go here.
Yeah, Democratic state lawmaker promising to be a, quote, wild card. Charlie Day style. Wild card, bitches. Joined Wisconsin's open race for governor yesterday, saying she will focus on a progressive agenda to benefit the working class. State Representative Francesca Hong, who lives in Madison, embracing her outsider status. In addition to serving in the state assembly, she works as a bartender, dishwasher, and line cook. Single mom struggling to find affordable housing. Said she is uniquely relatable as a candidate. Says, quote, I like to consider myself the wild card. Our campaign is going to look at strategies and movement building, making sure we are being creative when it comes to our digital strategies. She joins a field that doesn't have a clear frontrunner yet. Other Democratic candidates include the Lieutenant Governor, Sarah Rodriguez.
There's 6, isn't there?
Milwaukee
7?
County Executive David Crowley, State Senator Kelda Royce, and Milwaukee Brewers beer vendor Ryan Stranad is apparently throwing his hat in. An additional Democrat thought to be getting in is Attorney General Josh Kaul. On the Republican side of things, for the governor of the state of Wisconsin, Washington County Executive Josh Shulman and suburban Milwaukee business owner Bill Berrien are the only announced candidates so far. But other Republicans, including U.S. Representative Tom Tiffany and State Senate President Mary Fezkowski, Felskowski are considering running. So we'll see what happens there. Minneapolis police investigating a second mass shooting within 12 hours. Latest shooting happened Monday night at a homeless encampment near 28th and Lake Street, leaving 7 people injured, 4 critically. City officials recently filing a lawsuit against the landowner of the encampment, saying the property is a public health nuisance. Shooting comes as police are still investigating another mass shooting that injured 5 people just hours earlier. So this was on Monday, just after 10 p.m. Police report that 7 people, 4 of them women, 3 of them men, were shot. 4 of the victims located at the encampment, while 3 others walked or self-transported to nearby hospitals before the cops got there. Police found a woman inside a tent with life-threatening gunshot wounds to the head. Another man at the encampment also sustained a life-threatening gunshot wound. One woman had a non-life-threatening leg injury, and another woman sustained a life-threatening gunshot wound to the neck. All of the 3 who went to the hospitals, one man with a non-life-threatening gunshot wound walked into the children's hospital and was then transferred to Hennepin Healthcare. But, these are 2 separate incidents occurring in Minneapolis, both at homeless encampments, people getting shot. Costco recalling a Prosecco. Did you buy any Prosecco?
I did not. I was listening when you said Costco, but I did not buy any. Nope.
Risk of injury. Costco issuing a notice like this for one of its sparkling wines. Anyone who has bought the item is being advised to dispose of it immediately rather than returning it to a store. The item in question is the Kirkland Signature Prosecco.
Is it their brand? And it
Valdo
is.
something or other. Valdo something. An in-house private label product popular for its low price points. They sent out a notice regarding the Prosecco to their members where the company warned that there was a risk of certain bottles shattering even before they are opened.
Yeah,
so
just sitting on a shelf or whatever.
Take it out of the fridge or grab it off the shelf.
Yep.
Anybody who purchased a bottle in Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Minnesota, Michigan, Missouri, North Dakota, Nebraska, Ohio, South Dakota, or Wisconsin between April 25th and August 26th of this year asked not to pop any of those unopened bottles and to just dispose of them as opposed to returning. And, of course, the big news yesterday, ABC suspending indefinitely Jimmy Kimmel, late-night talk show host, suspended by ABC over his comments about Charlie Kirk. A network spokesperson said yesterday that Jimmy Kimmel Live will be preempted indefinitely. Nexstar, one of the biggest owners of local TV stations in the country, including 28 ABC affiliates, said it would preempt the series for the immediate future. A source said that ABC also heard from at least one other station group about the show, suggesting that an affiliate revolt may have played a role in the decision. So it wasn't necessarily ABC who said we're not doing this, but they got feedback from companies that carry their product and said they're not going to show it. So then ABC indefinitely suspending him. The move following the FCC chair, Brendan Carr, threatening to take action against ABC affiliates in the wake of Kimmel suggesting that the Kirk shooting suspect was a MAGA Republican during a monologue earlier this week. A source tells Hollywood Reporter that Kimmel was prepared to address the backlash on last night's show, planned to explain what he said and demonstrate how it was taken out of context, but of course didn't get that chance. He is now preempted and suspended indefinitely. Haven't heard anything on YouTube or other social medias from him. I'm sure they're working with lawyers and people and trying to figure out some kind of response.
All happening very quickly, so there's time for that yet.
Got a text. Didn't show up till last night at about 6:20. It's from Jeff. And he said, "Good morning. I shop at Schnucks in St. Louis, and I like the stores. My sister and brother-in-law shop there all the time and usually have cheap eggs."
I've heard good things about that chain that bought Festival. I also heard that it's not necessarily changing, like the store.
Well, they're not going to change it to Schnucks. They're going to keep them Festival Foods.
Now anyway, and keep people employed, and all of that's good. But run similarly, I believe.
Yeah.
Embedded in their communities. And
that was big news earlier this week.
I'm sure some brands will change, but
company from the South coming up and buying Festival Foods. We had heard rumors and rumblings about Festival Food being sold to Hy-Vee possibly, but the reality is that this company, Schnucks, is buying up all the festivals. And for now, for the foreseeable future, it sounds like they're going to stay Festival Foods.
And keep them open, which is great.
Yeah. Some Motley Crue in a couple of minutes. Papa Roach, now it's Brain Dead.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Find them online at rockmornings.com.
A stroke, apparently, earlier this year for Vince Neil. But they just kicked off a series of shows, and John Five, the guitarist now for Motley Crue, said that Vince looks and sounds good.
Great. Great.
In relation to what, though?
Well, no ill will there.
Like
at all.
a dying elephant? I mean, I don't know,
Well,
man.
if you're a singer and you can recover from a stroke.
Yeah, I mean, look, good on him for
Yes.
that. But, look, let's not be telling stories here. Vince hasn't sounded or looked good for the last 20 years. It's been kind of an issue. Motley Crue. Brandon Woodruff pitching 5 solid innings. Sal Frelick hit a 3-run ding-dong. Blake Perkins tied a career high with 5 RBIs in the game, led the Brew Crew to a 9-2 win over the Angels again last night.
Down to their last strike. No balls, 2 strikes on Christian Moore.
And the magic number is 6. Adrian Uribe puts the finishing touches on the Los Angeles Angels. A 9-2 win.
Meanwhile, Ian Happ homered and drove in 3 runs, and the Cubs clinched their first postseason berth since 2020, thanks to an 8-4 win over the Pittsburgh Pirates yesterday. By the way, the Brewers and Angels' final game of that 3-game series is tonight, 6:40. No afternoon game in this series, all night games. Week 3 in the NFL kicks off tonight with the 0-2 Dolphins at the 2-0 Bills. Packers will be at the Browns on Sunday at noon. Vikings host the Bengals at noon on Sunday without Joe Burrow. And the Bears, of course, host the Cowboys Sunday at 3:25.
Go Bears.
Lions will be at Baltimore on Sunday Night Football. Or is that, I think it's Monday Night Football. I think. May have got my night wrong. Badgers hosting Maryland Saturday, 11 a.m. That game will be on NBC and Peacock. And in the realm of college football, they are moving to a single offseason transfer portal window now. NCAA made the announcement yesterday. Division I Administrative Committee voted to approve a legislative change that eliminates the spring transfer window, but did not sign off on establishing January 2nd to the 11th as the only portal window for FBS and FCS players. In response to feedback from student athletes, the FBS and FCS oversight committees will discuss modifying the dates and length of the proposed January window. Administrative committee will consider those adjustments when they meet again in October. So, transfer portal window, only one time. I think they're trying to get a hold of that thing. Figure it out a little bit.
Is it too volatile?
Yeah, I mean, look, you could be a college player and you go somewhere and you could just, not be happy with your playing time, or maybe the coach is mean to you, or doesn't.
And you don't give it enough time or something?
And you just say, all right, well, I'm out, see ya. And yeah, it's a little bit volatile. Trying to figure that whole thing, then you talk money and NIL and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of a messy situation. You watching the game tonight? You got food plans? You going to be doing anything? Or I know Dolphins Bills is not your jam, but
yeah, no, I don't. And as a matter of fact, I don't have food plans at all. I ran out of meals for this week, so I got to figure tonight out. But no, I don't have any plans. Going to go see my mom this weekend.
All right.
Get ready for Fest.
Yeah, got that.
Get some cooking done in advance.
You going to get a burger today?
I don't know. You said that cheeseburger, so we'll talk about that, and maybe that'll inspire me.
National Cheeseburger Day. We'll talk about cheeseburgers a bit later on. Also going to get to some Green Day in a few.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene on your rock station.
Introducing the new Ben & Jerry's I Quit collection. Try Cherry Resignation. Ew.
It's sour, bitter, and leaves a taste you'll never forget. Or dig into the corporate Fudge U. It's thick and cold.
No!
Or try the new Shut Up and Swirl. Sweet on top, but mostly salty underneath.
That's disgusting. Exactly.
Ben & Jerry's I Quit collection. Because sometimes the scoop is just too hard to swallow.
One of the guys is giving it up, basically quitting. Co-founder Jerry Greenfield quitting the ice cream brand that he started back in 1978 amid a dispute with the British owner of the ice cream company, Unilever. According to a post by the company's other co-founder, Ben Cohen. So Ben and Jerry, the two of them, founding the ice cream company, 1978, and then obviously somebody else came in, bought the company from them. Ben Cohen, the co-founder, shared a statement from Greenfield, said that he was quitting. One of the hardest and most painful decisions he has made, accused Unilever of curtailing Ben & Jerry's ability to speak out on social and political causes, which became synonymous with the brand's identity. Said, quote, "It's with a broken heart that I've decided I can no longer in good conscience and after 47 years remain an employee of Ben & Jerry's." Sold their ice cream company to Unilever 25 years ago, 2000. I didn't realize it was that long ago.
I didn't either.
According to Greenfield, they were guaranteed the independence to pursue their values, but the brand's relationship with the company eroded over the last couple of years. There's got to be some kind of contract or, like...
Sure, he's doing just fine for himself.
Well, yeah, in terms of money and stuff, but in terms of, maybe having an interest in trying to get his company back or something along those lines or fight against that, you got to assume there's some sort of contract there about what they're allowed to do and say and pursue. I don't think they're going to stop making Ben & Jerry's ice cream.
He just won't be affiliated.
But he won't be affiliated with them anymore. Thursday Night Football tonight on Amazon Prime. 7:15 kickoff between the Bills and the Miami Dolphins.
All right.
This could be the proverbial nail in the coffin for the head coach of the Dolphins.
This is a must-win game. Is that the deal?
Well, they're 0-2.
And they're at home, right?
No, they're in Buffalo.
Oh, they're in Buffalo.
They're 0-2. They've had some issues on the sideline already with Tyreek Hill, not to mention his off-field stuff. They haven't won a playoff game in like 20-plus years. And so, they've got some problems there, and his time may be wearing thin. Over on ABC tonight, Celebrity Family Feud. George Wallace versus Lil Ray Howery and Bobby Flay taking on Carla Hall on Celebrity Family Feud on ABC. Episode 5 of Peacemaker Season 2 on HBO Max is on tonight. Also, the series premiere of Black Rabbit on Netflix. I watched the trailer for this, and it looks good. It's got Jude Law and Jason Bateman.
Yeah, I know about this.
So Jude Law is a restaurant owner who's forced into dealing with the criminal underworld of New York City after he lets his irresponsible brother, Jason Bateman, back into his life. And it's a series on Netflix called Black Rabbit.
Said to my face, you'd squared it. I thought I could pay these guys back at a sure thing. How much do you owe him, Vince? Big number. What do you think happens? You don't pay back a loan for 3 years. Ain't such a big number for you, big deals. Here's the Black Rabbit. Everything's falling apart. My family. The restaurant. I'm holding on by the skin of my teeth. I didn't budget for you.
Your brother has a real problem. You understand what this all means, right?
It means it's on me.
20 grand a week until we're square. But if you're late, one single day, that's it. The restaurant, it's ours.
So Jason Bateman, the irresponsible brother, has some gambling debts. Goes to his brother Jude Law, who owns the restaurant, for help. Jude Law goes to sit with the criminal underground bosses, and they say, look, 20 grand a week, and if you're late, then we take the restaurant.
Yeah, I saw some stuff about this show, like the old building where a lot of it is shot. And Jason Bateman, by the way, is the director, like he was in Ozark.
Cool.
And he kind of looks like the dude
Yeah, he's got long hair, and he's kind of doesn't look like the clean and
like what you think of with Jason Bateman. He looks a little disheveled, but it's supposed to be really good.
Black Rabbit series premiere on Netflix today. Speaking of Jude Law, he'll be on with Fallon tonight. Fallon's also going to have a performance from Broadway's Just in Time. Of course, Kimmel won't be on. ABC pulling the plug on Jimmy Kimmel.
From Hollywood, it's Jimmy Kimmel Live.
Yeah. Off the air indefinitely over some of the comments that he made about the Charlie Kirk murder. Stephen Colbert is new, talking to Jake Tapper and St. Vincent. And the other half of that series on Netflix, Jason Bateman will be on with Seth Meyers. I'm sure they'll be talking, him and Jude Law.
Sure they will.
About Black Rabbit. Also, yesterday we got the trailer for the Ozzy documentary, which will be on Paramount Plus on October 7th. It's called No Escape From Now, and it deals with the final years of Ozzy's life and the injuries,
the seriousness of
and how serious his illnesses were and all that stuff.
But I used to take pills for fun. Now I take just a lot.
It was in the middle of the night.
I would smack.
He'd broken his neck.
He comes out of surgery and he's far worse.
Having to cancel the tour, his biggest heartbreak. I took Dad to the studio every single day.
He's having a great time. Well, of course, he's making music. He's doing what he loves to do. Oh, and I had a blast. That was the best medicine I ever had. If my life's coming to an end, I really can't complain. I had a great life.
Had a brilliant career, and it ended in a brilliant way.
Ozzy trailer for the new documentary No Escape From Now, revealed by Paramount Plus yesterday. October 7th, so just a couple weeks from now, it'll premiere in the U.S. and internationally, except for Japan. Directed by Tanya Alexander, recounts the final years for Ozzy. He and his family recount his long-term health struggles, including chronic depression, physical pain, after a serious fall in L.A. back in 2019. Also, of course, Parkinson's. Died of a heart attack July 22nd at the age of 76.
Just weeks after his performance.
Yeah. Obviously, the Back to the Beginning performance with Black Sabbath.
Raising a ton of money for Parkinson's and children's hospitals across Europe.
That'll be out again on October 7th on Paramount Plus. Ozzy, No Escape From Now. It's Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. You can find all of our contact info online at rockmornings.com. Download the 95.7 The Rock app or the 92.9 The X app. Get in touch with us that way. Going to ask hypothetical questions of one another a bit later on Hypothetical Thursday. We'll talk to Office Cora, see what she's up to this weekend in 715. Also, National Cheeseburger Day. Going to talk about cheeseburgers.
We are.
Get to that in a bit. And also a new Karen of the day. We'll see what Karen's mad about this time. Karens are always mad about something, Gene. Right now, it's Incubus.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Find them online at rockmornings.com.
Would you like to hear what it sounds like when a deer gets stuck in a soccer net?
Is it cryy? Does it sound like crying?
It's kind of a weird bleeding sound.
Yeah.
Almost like a sheep or a goat or something like that. But this is in Long Island, and cops were there to help rescue
Cut it free.
A deer that got stuck pretty bad in a soccer net, got all wound up in it. And they were there to help snip, and get that thing loose.
What's up, buddy? We're going to get you out of this. I know. I know. There we go. Just relax. It's a little bit more. It's all off. If he gets up now, he should be good. We got to get this net down. See you later, buddy.
Animal rescuers on Long Island saving a deer that got seriously tangled up in a soccer net. It wasn't too cooperative either. Took a little while to get all the netting cut away, but eventually they got the job done. It ran off into the woods, and hopefully all's well.
Yeah, the more it's fighting, the more it's getting tangled until it just can't get out of there at all. Has to get cut out.
Yeah. The soccer net had gotten left out overnight, and the deer just kind of wandered into it, got stuck, and then did itself no service, no favors by going crazy and getting even more stuck. The Strong Island Animal Rescue League saying on social media that team members responded to the report of a deer stuck in a soccer net at a home described as a high cull area. Rushed onto the scene, worked as fast as we could to get the deer out safely. No broken bones or serious injuries. Able to run off and was seen eating on a hill an hour later doing just fine. So, yeah. Unable to use any kind of tranquilizers or sedatives during the rescue due to a state law in New York, but able to get all that netting cut away, and someone's going to have to go buy a new soccer net for their kid. There's a woman in Virginia. Her name is Carrie Edwards, and she hit Powerball. Not the big one, obviously, but she won $150,000 last week, matching 4 of the 5 numbers and the Powerball.
Good on you, girl.
That's all you get is $150,000,
right?
4 of the 5 and the Powerball.
And you're counting them too, right? You're like 11. I've got that. Oh, I've got 21. I've got.
So she won $150,000 and ended up donating all of it to charity. Wrote 3 checks for $50,000 to 3 different groups. One of them helps families of people with early onset dementia, which her husband suffered from before he passed away. Carrie Edwards of Virginia doing the damn thing. Last but not least, this guy's the voice, the accent is awesome. Obviously, it's from Ireland. I don't know if you knew this, but Ireland does not did not have a Taco Bell until recently.
So is this guy enjoying his first Taco Bell or something?
So this guy's an Irish influencer, and if you go to his YouTube page, it's at Garron, GARRON _music. He's got about almost 500,000 subscribers, bunch of videos, bigger guy with a beard, and likes eating. One of his videos was just 8 months ago called Fat Fridge Tour. And
you can appreciate this, huh?
Ireland just apparently got its first Taco Bell, and it's at some kind of service area on a highway, like a what do they call those?
Truck stop area, what
is the thing when you're like out towards Chicago and they got
the overpass thing where all the restaurants
kind of like one of those places, right, where there's a bunch of restaurants and bathrooms and maybe a little kitschy store and all that stuff. So they've got a Burger King in there. They've got this Taco Bell in there now. Just opened up a motorway service area is what they call it.
Ireland. This is in Ireland.
Also has an Apple Green convenience store, a children's play area, and a service station forecourt. But this guy was one of the first people that was able to try the Taco Bell, try to get people, talking about it and influence people to come. They didn't have any problem with that because the line was out the door and around the block. But his reaction to Taco Bell, which he apparently has never had in his life before, is fantastic.
The Crunch Wrap Supreme. It was a lovely, meaty, cheesy experience.
I'm going to try it with some of the fire sauce. This might be dangerous for an Irishman to attempt.
It was.
This is actually my very first taco of all time. I've never consumed one before, so if I get the technique wrong, my apologies. I'm a huge fan of that.
The burrito and the nachos were probably my favorite. I thought everything was nice, very fresh. I didn't even know Taco Bell did chicken. It was everything I'd ever imagined.
We take stuff like that for granted, I guess. It was everything I thought was it going to be.
Never had a taco? Is that what he said?
Well, Taco Bell taco, maybe. But the line of customers waiting for the official opening at 10 a.m. were rewarded with complimentary Taco Bell merchandise, tote bags, bucket hats. Yeah. They plan to add more Taco Bell outlets in the near future, just kind of overtaking Ireland.
Fans.
But Taco Bell, T-Bell.
Yo quiero Taco Bell.
Showing up in Ireland for the first time, and the Irish influencer trying it out. And
the burrito and the nachos were his favorite.
Throwing those thumbs up. Can't go wrong. Some Taco Bell. Especially when it's right off the side of the highway.
Mexican pizza. Thumbs up.
Today, to switch gears when it comes to food, today is National Cheeseburger Day, and we're going to talk about that here in just a bit. And we'll also start with our hypothetical questions because it is Hypothetical Thursday.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Start your day with Rock Mornings.
Good morning.
Welcome back. Say, how would you like some breakfast? Would you like some breakfast?
What would you like for breakfast?
I could go for a cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger? I don't want a cheeseburger. It's too early for a cheeseburger. Too early for a cheeseburger? Look, cheeseburger.
Today is National Cheeseburger Day.
What do you have? Cheeseburger.
Yeah, for breakfast.
Cheeseburger.
Got it.
Happy National Cheeseburger Day.
It's showtime.
National Cheeseburger Day. It's also Locate an Old Friend Day. So if you've got a... What?
This has just happened to me yesterday.
Locate an Old Friend Day.
I have been looking for this girl that I knew in my early 20s on the internet for, I don't know, a decade at least. I mean, not all the time, right? And once in a while, you try to find it, figure it out. And I knew she got married, but I didn't know what her married name was.
Spritz Spray.
So it was hard to locate her. And so I've been trying to find her for a long time. And yesterday I reached out, about a month ago, I reached out to this woman on Facebook and just sent an instant message and was like, hey, this might sound weird, but are you the Dana that used to work in radio in Madison in like the early 90s? And after like a month, she got back to me yesterday and she's like, oh my God, Gene, I'm not on social media much, but yeah, it's me. And so I reconnected with somebody that I knew a long time ago.
Celebrated a day too early.
A day early.
Thursday, September 18th, Locate an Old Friend Day, National Respect Day. Show some respect. Put some respect on my name. Rice Krispie Treat Day. Also, U.S. Air Force Day. It's the birthday of the U.S. Air Force. And National Cheeseburger Day. And in honor of National Cheeseburger Day...
Cheeseburger, Pepsi.
Strangest burger toppings people have tried that somehow worked. This is a list on Reddit.
You don't have to get weird.
A Reddit
you can just
poll.
go with regular stuff and have it be delicious. But what is it? Is it?
Somebody said peanut butter. Someone said don't knock it till you try it.
That's a thing. Remember the burger joint that used to be downtown, and then the
You're
mall.
Thinking the pizza place, right? Oh, you're talking Burger Fusion.
Yeah, they had a very popular one that had peanut butter on it.
We've seen these at like the Heart Attack Grill. A glazed donut for a bun.
Yeah.
As opposed to a bun. Fennel, brie cheese, fig jam, and bacon all together. I will say I've had that. Other than the fennel, I've had that on a pizza, and it's delicious.
Yeah.
Villa Rosa does that. They do a bacon fig jam pizza, and it's delish. Refried beans, guacamole, and pico de gallo. So like a taco burger.
Sure. I don't think that's weird. I mean, it's not bacon and pickles, but...
This is a Reddit poll about strange burger toppings that somehow worked. Somebody said pineapple fused to the burger with cheese. So you put the pineapple ring on the burger while you're grilling it, then you put the cheese on top, and so it's underneath the melted cheese.
Not for me, but I'm
not a big pineapple on burger guy. I like it with ham. Peanut sauce and pickled ginger on a burger.
Kind of that Asian fusion kind of thing.
Green olives, a slice of fried bologna.
So like some Spam on top of your
This one,
burger?
I'd be all about this one. Fried mac and cheese. And that's kind of like Culver's. They did that curd burger, right?
There's
and they had
lots
that like
of-
big round
yep.
disc of cheese curd.
Mm-hmm.
It was good. Somebody said kimchi. Another person said banana. Marshmallow fluff and chili sauce. All right, you're going way out of bounds here. Way out of bounds. This is a Reddit poll asking people about some of the strange burger toppings that somehow worked. I can't imagine marshmallow fluff and chili sauce working with a cheeseburger, but to each their own, I guess. Hot dogs as a burger topping.
Well, no different than the Spam. You're just putting more meat on meat.
Somebody else said gummy bears. I'm passing on gummy bears. 82% of people in America like cheeseburgers. 66% of people like them topped with American cheese, cheddar cheese being a close second. Swiss will be a third, followed by pepper jack and provolone. Why not both? National Cheeseburger Day. Lots of deals out there as well.
Lots of them. Holy schmolies.
If a place is serving burgers on the menu, there's probably a good chance they have a deal today. Applebee's, you can choose one of their 3 burgers, the classic bacon cheeseburger, the classic cheeseburger, or classic burger. Get a side of fries on National Cheeseburger Day for only $8.99. No promo code required. Offer valid through the website, mobile app, dine-in orders. Buffalo Wild Wings for their Blazin' Rewards members. You buy one cheeseburger, get a second one free all day at B-Dubs on National Cheeseburger Day.
Good deals out there for dinner tonight.
Burger King offering their Royal Perks Rewards members one free bacon cheeseburger with a purchase of $1 or more today only. So you get a fry, a small
Anything,
fry
and
for
it's
a
a
buck.
buck.
Yep. DQ Rewards members can get a free double original cheeseburger signature stack burger with any online or in-app purchase of $1 or more. And that's this week, Monday through Friday.
Yep.
Mickey D's on National Cheeseburger Day. You can get a double cheeseburger for 50 cents at any participating location nationwide when you order through the McDonald's app. Sonic, there's some in the areas around here. Buy one, get one, double cheeseburgers with an in-app offer on National Cheeseburger Day.
Yeah, see, lots of people going to have cheeseburgers for dinner tonight.
Wendy's has got a 1 cent Wendy's Junior Bacon Cheeseburger with any in-app purchase. That starts today, goes through Monday, by the way, so you have the whole weekend to take advantage of that. White Castle, you can get one free slider using the promo code SAYCHEESE at checkout, either online or in-app from September 18th through the 21st, so that's today through the weekends. Deal limited to one per customer. But there's a bunch of deals out there. Maybe some of your local restaurants will have deals on National Cheeseburger Day.
Apparently, the third best cheeseburger in the world, determined by, I guess, the people who judge such things, is in Chicago, by the way.
Okay.
At a place called Au Cheval. I believe that's how you say it. But apparently the third best burger in the world. So if you're headed to Chicago or you're ever in Chicago, make note of that and enjoy yourself. The third best cheeseburger in the world, apparently.
How much does it cost? Is it like one of those $200 burgers?
I don't think so. It looks like it's, a
Maybe like
nicer
Wagyu
restaurant, but it's not like crazy.
National Cheeseburger Day.
See, this is what I'm talking about. Turn around, look at that. You see what I mean? It's plump, it's juicy, it's 3 inches thick. Now, look at this sorry, miserable, squashed thing. Can anybody tell me what's wrong with this picture?
Yeah, false advertising.
That one in Chicago you'd like because I think it has an egg on it. Aren't you big on that?
I love eggs on burgers. Love them.
So it has a buttery bun on the bottom and mayonnaise and then stacked patties and bacon and then...
Stack those patties.
Red onions and a fried egg and...
Stack 'em.
Pickles, mayonnaise, all that.
On top of it being National Cheeseburger Day, it's also Hypothetical Thursday. And I will go first this morning, asking hypothetical questions of one another. You'll like this one. The Ultimate Concert. 4 bands, dead, alive, now, then, before, after. Money, no option. Don't need to know where they're playing, but if you want to pick a venue, feel free, Red Rocks or Donington or whatever, whatever. But 4 bands. Ultimate Concert.
It's hard because I would probably want to see bands I didn't see. So, I don't know. Queen, Beatles, Zeppelin. Because the Metallicas and the Guns N' Roses and the AC/DC and the Legends, I saw all that, right? I've seen The Who, I've seen Pink Floyd, I've seen Nirvana.
I was wondering if you're going to get to that.
Yep.
I, too, missed the boat on Nirvana. It was one of those, I thought I'd have plenty of time.
Soundgarden, Alice in Chains.
I saw all the Seattle bands except
for Nirvana.
And
Me too.
And I like them. I wasn't like super in love with them, but I did like them. But I never went and saw them. I just didn't for whatever reason, and then that stopped having an opportunity, right? So yeah, I can see why Nirvana would be on there. So you said Led Zeppelin, the Beatles.
Nirvana and what did I say? Because I saw the Queen. I never saw Queen either, and I saw I've seen the Stones, and I, like I said, saw the Who. I didn't see the Doors either, but that was before my time. I wouldn't pick them. I'd pick Nirvana for sure. Saw Sabbath. You know what I mean? I feel like I saw a lot of legendary bands, but those I did not see.
The assumption here is that these are the bands in their prime, right? These are not like Kiss on the 8,000th.
Saw Kiss.
Farewell tour, right? This is Kiss in their prime in the late 70s, early 80s, right? I would definitely put Nirvana on there simply because I didn't see them. Prince would be on my list in the 80s at First Avenue when he was at his zenith, in the mid to late 80s. I can only imagine how awesome that vibe must have been. For me, I would also go and see the Ramones at CBGB in New York. I'm not a big New York guy, obviously, but I would just to see that happen.
It's legendary venue, legendary band, in the vibe at the time.
Yeah. And that's kind of where my list comes from more so than bands that because I'm not like a huge Ramones fan. It's more about
being at that place at the time.
That vibe, right? Like that different sort of feeling. Well, I've been to a million concerts, right? So I've seen it all, but I haven't been in that little club where the Ramones are like.
Well, how about the whole 80s hair band in L.A.?
Yeah.
You know, when that was all happening with Motley Crue and, you know, at
when they were good, when Vince was good and he could sing.
Well, I mean, I saw them a bunch of times, but that's you're speaking to that you know, resurgence of the 80s in L.A.
I would do so. Mine would be. I mean, I'd have to have Metallica because they're my all-time favorite, and I could see them anytime.
You've seen them 1,000
times. It doesn't matter to me.
Though.
I'd still love to see them. I'll always put them in there.
Well, you still can, and
I know,
you have.
but this isn't about bands that you can't or haven't. It's about you know an ultimate concert.
I hear you.
So I'd have to have Metallica there because then I'd feel gypped if they weren't. So Metallica, Nirvana, Prince, and then the Ramones. The only submission that I thought of sticking in there would be Michael Jackson at some point, just to see it. Because, I mean, you're talking about a legendary, once-in-a-lifetime performer. I thought about the Beatles as well. But 36 minutes just ain't going to do it for me. I'm sorry. You got to give me more. I mean, you guys had like 8,000 albums. You got 1 million songs, and you give it 36 minutes every time you go out. I mean, I get it. That's a lot of songs for you guys. But it's like, come on, man. And the same probably happens with the Ramones, right? Because you're talking about, short punk rock tunes, so not a lot of...
Super fast.
Right.
What happened to me? I'm all sweaty and without a shirt. I don't know what happened.
But Hypothetical Thursday, my question for Gene would be ultimate concert experience, 4 bands, dead or alive, cash is no options. And you went with Queen, Nirvana, Beatles, and Led Zeppelin.
Yep.
And I would go Metallica, Prince, Nirvana,
and then you're just picking spaces and vibes, right?
Yeah, just that punk scene, you know what I mean? Being there and seeing it and
hip-hop scene?
Yeah, I thought about that too. But where do you go? You know what I mean? Do you go back to the 70s with, Rapper's Delight and the Sugar Hill Gang, where it kind of began? Do you move into the 80s where it's like, I don't know, it's kind of trying to find its roots, And then you go into the 90s with gangster rap. Do you go to that?
Sure.
I don't know. But that's hypothetical question number 1.
Good one.
We'll see what Gene's question is for me. A bit later on, we'll also get to sports after Kill Switch Engage.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Find the daily podcast at rockmornings.com.
KSE Kill Switch Engage with I Believe on Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Brew Crew with a 9-2 win over the Angels again last night. Final game of that 3-game series tonight at 6:40. Cubs are in. They got their first postseason berth since 2020 thanks to an 8-4 win over the Pirates yesterday, so the Cubs are in the playoffs. NFL Week 3 kicks off tonight with the Dolphins at the Bills, Packers, Browns on Sunday at noon, Vikings, Bengals at noon on Sunday, Bears hosting the Cowboys on Sunday at 3:25. Saints against 49ers on Sunday. Brock Purdy missed the game, but it sounds like he might return this week against the Arizona Cardinals.
So it was just a little bit of a rest?
Yeah, day to day. New York ruling out their quarterback, Justin Fields, for their game against the Buccaneers. He's got a concussion. Jets will replace him with Tyrod Taylor, 15-year veteran, 7 teams in his second year with the Jets. Meanwhile, the Arizona Cardinals quarterback, Kyler Murray, apologizing yesterday for a social media post that included a photo of him wearing a retro Virginia Tech Michael Vick jersey while posing with one of his 2 bulldogs.
He had to know how that looked, right?
He found out. People certainly let him know. Kyler Murray taking down the Instagram post that he put up on Tuesday after seeing the blowback online and expressed empathy to those who took offense to the post. Michael Vick, of course, spending 21 months in federal prison after he pled guilty in 2007 to operating a dogfighting ring.
Yeah, in no way, shape, or form do I, condone, animal cruelty or dogfighting, whatever it is. For me personally, y'all saw me wear the Michael Vick jersey, a player that I admire very much growing up. And then, being home with my pup, who, my dog Trunks and Swoosh, they both get treated like kings. So it's not like, I'm in no way, shape, or form am I condoning that. But yes, I saw how it affected people, and decided to take it down.
Yeah.
Maybe so far removed, didn't realize the.
Well, look,
he's wearing
he pled guilty in 2007, which was, almost 20 years ago. Kyler Murray's in his early 20s, so he may not have I'm sure he knows what happened if he's a fan of Michael Vick, which he says he is. But at the same time,
it's so far removed, maybe
right.
he didn't put two and two together.
Other NFL players who were saying things yesterday. Green Bay Packers wide receiver Jaden Reed. This is one of those David after dentist things. Is this real life? Had surgery on Tuesday and then immediately jumped on Instagram Live.
Oh, boy.
To give a thumbs up that the surgery went well and that the Packers are indeed going to the Super Bowl. This is Jaden Reed, Packers wide receiver, who had to have some surgery. Still under the anesthesia, kind of coming out of it.
Yes.
Somebody putting a camera on in his face. One of his family members or girlfriend or wife or whoever. But, yeah.
You got a whole bunch of people on here. You want to tell it out? Tell them hi. Tell them that you're good.
Packers to the bowl, bro.
Okay.
Bruh.
Tell them you good. And then we gonna
I'm good. Thank you for the prayers, bro. But we turned, bro.
Okay.
We going all the way, bro.
Okay, that's it.
Nah, bro. They can't with us, bro.
Okay.
That's it.
Good.
We going to the bowl, bruh. Packers to the bowl, bruh. I'm good. Thank you for the prayers, bruh. But we turned, bruh. We going all the effing way, bruh. Yeah, family
At least
members.
he's focused even under so much anesthesia. He knows what he wants.
Yeah. He definitely under the anesthesia. Still lingering effects.
This has nothing to do with sports, but it has to do with anesthesia. I saw a video of a young guy coming out of like his wisdom teeth or whatever. And he had just gotten home and he's still like talking off it, right? And his dog jumps on him and he's, what is this? It's so fluffy. And he's like, he doesn't know what a dog is. And he's just like crying with happiness because it's so fluffy. What is
Wasn't that, God, it had to have been over a decade ago. The crying Packer girl. That was what happened to her, right? She went and got her wisdom teeth taken out, right? And then she's crying in the car about the Packers and, yeah.
Good video.
People under the influence of anesthesia, apparently.
Still focused, though.
Jaden Reed, yeah. Job number 1, Packers. Going to the bowl, bruh. Return. Like it. Sports on Rock Mornings. Brian and Gene will get to the funeral portrait in just a bit. Plus, Gene's hypothetical question for me on Hypothetical Thursday.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Weekdays, 6 to 9.
Karen.
You what? Why did you do that? Why did you do that, Karen?
She's alarming but disarming and a really very charming modern girl.
Karen.
Karen's can't stop, won't stop, What is this Karen mad about, Gene? What is Karen upset about?
Seat, a plane. You're too close to me on a plane seat. No,
You're close. You're right with the plane thing.
Oh, I am right with the plane thing.
Yep, you're in the vicinity. You're poking around. You're trying to find home base here.
Plane. It's a plane thing, huh?
Plane thing.
She wanted to board before all the other people. Oh, suitcase. And it knocked her in the head. No
suitcase. No early boarding.
That's not bad. Something. I don't know. Was the luggage over the weight and she didn't want to pay the extra? Okay.
No.
I don't know.
And this Karen would go by the name of Kyle, actually. This is a gentleman. Kyles and Karens out there getting mad at airports.
Throwing like equipment around and yelling at the people at the service counter?
The video is much longer than the audio, and I watched through it, and there's several instances where there's probably some better audio, but this is what we got. This happened back in July, actually. Delta's Sky Club at the Palm Beach International Airport. A man arrested after refusing repeated requests to depart the lounge despite lacking the required access credentials.
So he's not supposed to be in the Sky Lounge box.
Yeah, so this is one of those things that you're either a rewards member or you pay extra, something like that, a lounge. and he's just sitting there chilling out in the Delta Sky Club.
Mm-hmm.
When the cops show up, lounge staff repeatedly told the man he needed proper membership or access to remain. He refused. Authorities were then called.
Yeah, I'm going to chill out here.
When he was approached by the police, the man allegedly became hostile, saying things like, "Get away from me, you're disgusting." Then told he could leave voluntarily multiple times by both officers, or he would be arrested for trespassing. He continued to stall and then was promptly arrested.
I'm telling you with my authority that you're about 2 seconds from leaving the airport.
Because of why?
Because you don't have the proper identification to get into the club in the first place.
I'm going to ask one question. Are you going to leave this room right now?
Yes, certainly.
Then get up and leave.
Then get up and leave.
If you don't leave, you're under arrest for trespass. Period. I'm not going to play with you. You may take your stuff and get out, or you're going to go to jail for trespassing. What is your choice?
My choice is...
Then you're going to go to jail.
I said I know my choice.
Yeah.
Sir, my choice was to leave.
You had ample opportunity to stand up and walk out, and you did.
My choice was to leave, but I'm not gonna.
Too late. We gave you ample opportunity to leave, to actually physically get up and leave, and he never did. So then they put his ass in handcuffs and carted him away. At one point, they got to an area, and they you know those luggage carts?
Yes.
In the airport with the handles, and you push them around, you put a bunch of...
He got on one? Or?
They put his ass on one of those things. I don't know exactly if he said, "I'm not walking anymore," or if they said this will be easier to get his ass through the airport, but after he was cuffed, he said, "My choice was to leave," claiming that he said he would, even though at the moment he kept refusing. So, yeah, this guy did not belong in the Delta Sky Club lounge and got arrested for it.
Well, for not leaving. Because you could maybe accidentally go in there and be sitting down and not know that you're in an area that requires a
Sorry, I didn't know that, but
something.
Again, the staff there repeatedly asked this guy to leave. The authorities showed up and kept telling him to leave, and he kept saying he was going to leave, but he never got up and made any sort of effort to leave, and so they helped him with his whole leaving process.
Sped it up a little bit.
Yeah. It's Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Got a text from Jason. He said, if you're ever down in Iowa and Des Moines, check out Zombie Burger, some of the best burgers I've ever had. Shakes as well. They're known for their shakes and their burgers. They got real creative stuff. I've been to one of these. Check out the menu. They have an Elvis burger and a burger with 2 grilled cheese sandwiches as buns.
So the Wisconsin Elite 8, they do that best burger contest every year. Yep. And that's Iowa, so obviously not on the list, but Fond du Lac, West Bend, Hurley, Eland, Baraboo probably the closest. Brothers on Oak apparently making the list. Menasha, Cambria. So not anywhere necessarily near us, but there are the best supposedly burgers in Wisconsin.
Also got a text from someone who said, "I will get judged for this one." Hey, no judging here, all right?
There's judging.
System of a Down, 30 Seconds to Mars, Guns N' Roses, and Nirvana. This person says they haven't been to too many concerts. So hey, look, if that's your dream lineup, that's your dream lineup. I mean, I'm not here for all that, but that's
and
that's
Guns N' Roses in their heyday, I could.
Oh God, it was awesome. It was a spectacle.
Didn't Metallica open for them? Isn't that what this year's story about?
Metallica on the Black Album, Guns N' Roses on the Use Your Illusions 1 and 2, and Faith No More opening up.
Yeah.
It was the greatest concert I've ever attended. And it's part of the reason I'll never go see Guns N' Roses again, because it'll never get better. I mean, it's just...
understand.
And I like Guns N' Roses just fine, but I mean, it was the pinnacle of Guns N' Roses to me. It was impressive. So, Hypothetical Thursday, my question for Gene was, budget is no issue, Dead or Alive is no issue, ultimate concert, 4 bands, and you went with Queen, Nirvana, The Beatles, and Led Zeppelin.
Mm-hmm.
And I chose Metallica.
Dude.
My ultimate concert, man. It has nothing to do with whether they're dead or alive, or I've said Nirvana, Prince, and the Ramones.
Yeah.
So, your turn. Hypothetical Thursday. What do you got for me?
Telepathy or telekinesis? Would you rather move things with your mind, be able to move things with your mind, or be able to read minds? That's a tough one. The reading mind thing seems like it would be interesting, but then would it be also terrible?
Well, do you have full control of it, or are you just hearing everyone's thoughts all the time? Right? Because that's a problem. Like, if everywhere you go, how close do you have to be to the person to hear their thoughts? Because, Professor X has the ability to hook up to Cerebro and find other mutants
Yeah.
and hear their thoughts.
But it's not.
But he has control of it. He's got limits, right? He has to use Cerebro to find mutants that are far, far away. But he can hear thoughts from other mutants that are nearby, but he can control it. So he's not just getting deluged with thoughts all the time. So is it that, or is it just...
I think you'd have to have control over it. Otherwise, it would be... you'd go crazy in a minute, right?
Well, yeah, that's why you don't take that one, because you don't want it, right? How do you discern whose thoughts are whose?
And do you want thoughts all the time?
Because we assume we think in our own voice, but do we?
Well, and
like when you're having a conversation in your brain with yourself, you're using your own voice, right?
What do you mean?
Well, like when you're thinking about something in your own head,
it's me.
It's your voice, right? Like you're hearing it in a weird way, right? Not hearing it necessarily with your ear, but you understand what I'm saying, right?
Yes, it comes off as me.
But what if your brain is not actually, like, I'm hearing your thoughts and it's not your voice? So then how do I know it's you?
Well, and you could never go to
what if you talk like this in your brain?
A large event. Like if it was just constant, you couldn't go to a Packer game.
No, there's no way you couldn't be around that many. But you could get the secret codes. You could get all the banking stuff. I mean,
you could
get,
pick and choose.
You know, all that. But telekinesis, Kyle, I mean, come on. Mind bullets. Could I move something while I'm on top of it so then I can essentially float or fly?
I wouldn't see why not.
Yeah, I would go telekinesis. I mean, hearing people's thoughts would be okay, but I think you'd get tired of it after a while. I don't think I could ever get tired of moving things with my mind. Like, think of all of the opportunities you have to mess with people and to get places and to go places and to be places. Somebody goes and buys a new, shirt at a metallic, and I'm way in the back, and I don't want to wait anymore. I just take that shirt from them. Thank you. Get your own, nerd. I don't have to wait in line for a delicious slice of pizza at a Packer game. I could just telekinesis that stuff right to me.
This is just about you taking less steps. So far, everything you've said is just you less steps.
Me being evil. That's just, I'm not using my powers for good.
Can I not walk more?
I'm never using my powers for good. Well, I would walk more. I mean, whatever. It's not like I'm going to stop walking, but
just sit in a chair and have everything.
Well, yeah.
Brought to you.
You know what it's like. You sit down, you've got the remote control.
Oh, man, I didn't.
But you don't have the PS2 controller. You drink your beer, now you got to get up and go to the kitchen. The dog gets up and everybody's up, and it's like, oh my God. I could just open the fridge, grab the beer, bring it to me.
What if your thoughts could read your dog's mind? Do you want that? All species, not just humans?
Not all species. Like pets. But I don't know.
You can communicate with, woodland creatures.
No, I'm not interested in that. No, I mean, obviously for the sake, but the only time that really would come in handy is when they're sick or you're trying to figure out what's wrong with them, right? Because most of the time, the dog is just the dog. It's cool. I'm happy. I'm playing. I'm running around. I'm eating food. I'm sleeping on the couch. I mean, I don't need to know what he's thinking. I don't need to have a conversation with my dog. You're a good puppy. That's good enough. That's all we need to do. But if they're sick, and you're trying to figure out what's wrong, the dog's
having a little insight into that
dog's
information.
Like, oh man, I ate a sock and it's really shoved in there and I can't get it out. Oh, okay, well, here's what happened, Mr. Veterinarian guy. Yeah, I don't know about reading.
Moving things. You're going to go with moving.
I'm going to go, telekinesis, okay. Kyle. Mind bullets. Yeah, I mean, you could just...
Hypothetical Thursday.
You see somebody walking across the street and you pick up a rock and you hit him in the back of the head with it. Donk, Yeah, you see some goofy bicyclists not using the bike lanes that we spent too much money on.
And then all of a sudden...
And you get a stick from over there and you throw it right inside their rims and they fall over. That'd be hilarious. I'd love that ability. That'd be great. Use the bike lane that we built for you, you stupid bicyclist hippie.
You could just push buttons on the board there without even doing it. You could just...
Oh, I could send emails from the boss's computer, typing on his thing, you're getting a $10 million raise. Right? Well, telekinesis.
You could read his mind, then he'd know what he really thinks.
Fire his ass, not paying him anything. Take money away from him is what he's trying to do. Hypothetical Thursday. If you want to weigh in or maybe ask a hypothetical question of your own, rockmornings.com for all our contact info. Download the apps, 92.9 The X or 95.7 The Rock. Get in touch with us that way with voicemails and pictures and videos. Right now, it's Riot.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Find them online at rockmornings.com.
8:15-ish on Thursdays. We're joined by the one and only, the lovely Office Cora, talking about what she's doing this weekend in the 715. And it sounds like you're giving away a lawnmower.
That is happening today through our sister station, Wax 104.5. And Alex gets a brand new state-of-the-art lawnmower from Union Trailer. He uses it for the summer, and then they clean it up so it's like brand new. And one lucky winner gets to take it home with them today.
You could use a riding line.
2 weeks, bro. 2 weeks that mower's coming home. I'm going to ride that thing. I might mow my lawn every day. Every day, just to be on that riding lawnmower.
So that's cool. Somebody's going to win that. That's exciting.
And just the bells and whistles that they have on these really, really high-end lawnmowers. They have, cup holders and Bluetooth, and it's just crazy.
Have you ever sat on a big one before?
This afternoon, probably.
Yes, that's
a big lawnmower.
This afternoon.
My future plans for this afternoon.
Is to sit on a big one over there at the giveaway.
You can't win though. That's somebody else.
I don't know. Sometimes you win just by sitting on it, right? Office Core.
Somebody else.
Oh boy. Yes.
All right.
Somebody else's turn.
So that's today. What else is going on in the 715 this weekend? I see Oktoberfest starts tomorrow with the kegs and eggs, bright and early.
Yes, kegs and eggs, 8 a.m. Come out to the Northern Wisconsin State Fairgrounds. The first 25 people even get a free Bavarian hat.
Hell yeah.
We're going to have pretzels.
That's cool.
Phil found like an official pretzel maker, so we're going to have pretzels and all kinds of breakfast foods and brats and beer and polka, and it's going to be really fun. And it goes from 8 a.m. until 10:45, and you get free admission into Oktoberfest when it opens at 11.
Nice. I like that.
And this is free, but we're encouraging Goodwill donations, and the donations are going to go to 4-H clubs and Oktoberfest.
Very cool. And then, of course, you can head into the fest grounds afterwards and enjoy polka all day long.
Exactly. And then Friday and Saturday is Oktoberfest with keg rolling competitions and, the glockenspiel and the Stein holding and the music and just all the fun. And new this year, they're bringing in a carnival.
Nice.
So there's going to be carnival rides.
For the kids.
The kiddos.
Do you like carnival rides? Do you get on those things, or are you just you too afraid of that stuff?
Oh, I love it. I love going to amusement parks.
Mm-hmm. What's your favorite ride at the amusement park?
The roller coaster.
Yeah.
Especially the ones with the loop-de-loops.
Loop-de-loops. Yeah.
Yep.
Office Core going to Oktoberfest this weekend. Sounds like a plan. You got a dirndl? You going to be wearing your dirndl?
Yes. Yes, I
You
am.
did get one. Good girl.
Nice.
And I have one of the Bavarian hats.
She's ready for Oktoberfest all this weekend, drinking liters.
I love a stein full of beer and a good pretzel.
Yeah, you chow down on some brats while you're up there, or what?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Bratwurst.
Tubular meat.
Pretzels. Dirndl.
She's
beer.
ready.
She's ready. Oktoberfest.
You got a list for all that stuff?
So it kicks off tomorrow morning, right?
Yes, 11 a.m., and we're just doing a little pre-kickoff.
Pre-game. Smart.
Like that little tailgate. Office Core is also going to be going to Nashville in December. And
I can't wait.
Taking a big holiday bus trip. You're picking up listeners in Eau Claire, La Crosse, and Madison. And you're heading to Nashville for several days to experience Music City and all it has to offer during the holidays. Your trip includes tickets to all the attractions, right? All the admission to the things that we've got on the agenda, plus 11 meals. The hotels are included, and the round-trip motor coach transportation. The details on that trip is at wiscotrips.com. Now, I'm assuming you've been looking at this thing and checking out some of the stuff that's on the agenda. Is there something that really stands out that you're looking forward to, like the line dancing or maybe the visit to Johnny Cash's gravesite? I mean, what part of this is standing out for you, the trip to Nashville?
It is definitely the visit to the Grand Ole Opry. I can't wait to go there, and we get to even see a show.
Yeah.
So I can't wait.
Yeah, it's a really, really, really cool venue, and it's live. It's like everything is. It's just neat. You're gonna love it.
Office Corps hosting the holiday bus trip to Nashville in December. If you want to find out more and buy tickets, head to wiscotrips.com. Today is, of course, Hypothetical Thursday. And we'll just stick with Gene's question for me rather than asking both of them of you. Do you know the difference between telepathy and telekinesis?
Yes.
Which one?
Telepathy, you can mind read. Telekinesis, you move things with your mind.
So if you had to choose one of those two to live with the rest of your life, which one would you take? Telepathy or telekinesis?
Oh, my goodness. Gosh. I'm going to say... Wait, telepathy, could I turn it on and off, or would I just always hear what everyone's thinking?
Let's just assume you have control of it, right? So that you can either open the floodgates and hear everything, or you can pare it down and only hear one person. Let's just assume you have control of it.
That changes everything. Then I'm going telepathy. Because that way, like, you're always going to know the truth. Like, if someone's lying, hiding something, you can, like, deepen your empathy. You'd understand people's struggles, their fears, their joys.
Ugh.
Ways words can't really express. Ooh.
How's a sentence you can't say?
Making me sick to my stomach right now. Give me a Tums. That sounds disgusting. Empathy. Good Lord.
There's a lot of things on there. Joy, thanks to people's happiness and all that. Also, people's sadness.
Do that on your own
That's
time.
the problem.
I don't want to hear any of that crap.
Mm-hmm.
But then, telekinesis. I get that, too.
I'm going telekinesis.
But I would pick telepathy if I can turn it on and off.
Mm-hmm. Not be overwhelmed if you went somewhere and there's a bunch of people and you had to hear it all. That would be too much.
I think telepathy would ruin you personally because you're upbeat and a bright person. You know what I mean? You're a nice lady.
Yeah,
and
what
I think
happens
you.
If I get inside people's heads and there's
I think it's going to ruin you though.
darkness.
I think you're going to hear nothing but awfulness in people's brains because
that little half full glass is going to drain out. Is what's going to happen.
You might struggle with that. You may turn it off completely.
That's true. Well, okay, now I'm changing it to telekinesis because, imagine I could save someone in danger, move heavy objects to protect someone.
What are you doing as a receptionist at a radio station? This is like the wrong career. You have chosen the wrong path in life. You are, you need to be out there picking up turtles on the road and moving them across.
Nurse or something.
You need a nurse or something.
Exactly.
You're always trying to be nice and help people.
Maybe work at an old folks home or something to help them out.
And all you're doing is answering the phones and handing prizes out to people. I mean, come on, man. You don't even make the coffee up there.
That's true.
Well, what a dichotomy, because she says she'd want telekinesis to save people, and you're throwing rocks at people walking down the street and putting sticks in so they
free
trip
pizza
up.
and stealing their pizza. That's what I'm doing. Hell yeah. See my neighbor get that Domino's. Nope. Zoop, comes right across the street to me. Hell yeah.
I do that kind of thing. My back deck is in desperate need of staining. So I could use, have a paintbrush just painting that whole deck while I just sit and watch.
How big is your deck?
Not very big.
You have a small deck?
Mm-hmm. Get one of those.
It's big enough.
People living with you to do it. Can't you knock off $100 from their rent and let somebody them to do it?
You had a construction guy living with you. Why don't you get him to do it?
Just say,
no.
Deal on your rent.
I no longer have a construction crew.
All right.
Now I have the cardiologist from Serbia.
That's right. The one who likes us.
College student who's finding himself.
There you go. That guy can find a deck.
No, but he can barely pay his rent is what he can do.
That's why. You knock some rent money off.
I'm on a soul-searching mission
and then
to find myself.
Get your deck done. And you don't have to do it, girl.
That's true.
Do you have a hypothetical question for us, Office Corps?
Oh, yes, I do.
Okay. All right, fire away.
If you could swap lives with a cartoon character for a week,
Didn't we
who
just
would it be?
literally do this last week with the living in a TV show?
No, this is cartoon. This is animated.
Oh, man, I don't know, man.
I'm picking Garfield because it's kind of like nap and lasagna. Repeat. I love that.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Shaggy.
Did you hear about South Park? It was supposed to be
Shaggy.
on last night.
They didn't finish it in time. But no, I would go Shaggy. He's high all the time. He hangs out with his dog. rides around in a cool van, and he gets snacks
mysteries.
and solves mysteries.
Solves mysteries.
Eats a lot of snacks. And,
and he has a super cool dog.
Yeah, that talks. Reggie.
I like it.
Yeah. And there's not a lot of expectation from the rest of the gang when it comes to him.
It's not a lot of
because he's a dirty old stoner.
It's a low bar.
Like, what are we gonna do, Scoop?
I have no idea what to do.
Right?
I love that.
Set the bar low, and then when you do something, people are like, "Yay! Look what Brian did." Thanks, Office Cora. Always a pleasure.
I love that. Thank you. You guys have a great day and a great weekend.
Enjoy
Oktoberfest, Office Cora.
Thank you.
Every Thursday, she joins us from Eau Claire to talk about what she's up to in the 715.
Yeah, it's a big one.
She has a smaller deck.
I'd get that deck done by somebody else.
That's somebody.
Get that college kid out there.
Somebody that lives with you. Get him out there.
I'll cook you dinner and you $100 off your rent.
Free rent next month.
Yeah. Get out there.
1 month. Free rent. You stay in it. Mr. Miyagi style.
It's anonymous, it's fast, and it's free.
That's how I like it. Anonymous, fast, and free.
Those two big ones.
Office Core each and every Thursday at about 8:15.
He would hold it out to my mouth. I would say a couple words, and then he'd pull it back.
Microphone.
Are you sure? It's a microphone?
I can't decide if I want top or bottom.
Those are big choices in life, Cora. I get
Making
it.
the difficult decisions. Bad news, happy music is coming up next.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. More from Brian and Gene is coming up.
We're about to enter a beautiful, exciting, wonderful new world.
A cockroach living in your nostril.
Now that's just nasty.
Add in some haven't pooped for 30 days.
Poop is raining from the ceilings. Poop.
And sprinkle in some hashtag Florida Man for flavor.
Florida Man.
Florida Man.
Florida Man. Florida Man. Florida Man.
Florida Man.
Florida Man quits his Burger King job, steals all of their chicken nuggets.
It's bad news.
Bad news.
With happy music.
Let's rock.
All right, you know Basic Instinct, right?
Yes.
Writes the book, accused of killing people. I'd have to be an idiot to write about it in my book. I'd be implicating myself as the killer. That's kind of what's going on with this David guy. Have you heard about this dude?
David guy? No, obviously. Well, maybe. I don't know.
All right, so singer, the guy's a singer. His name is David. The A is a 4, but it's pronounced David. And I have no idea what this guy does. I've never heard of him before. I couldn't even tell you anything he sings or does, right? But he's a singer apparently, and his name is David. And he's been in the news lately because the remains of a dismembered teenager were found in the trunk of his impounded Tesla vehicle. Couple of updates on that whole story with this guy, David. The identity of the victim has now been confirmed as a 15-year-old girl named Celeste Rivas. She disappeared in April of 2024 from Lake Elsinore, California. Celeste's mom said that her daughter at the time had a boyfriend named David.
You are kidding.
Both David and the victim, the dismembered girl in his car,
yeah, who's been in his trunk or whatever,
have shush tattooed on the side of their right index fingers, like putting it up to your mouth and shushing. David also wrote a song about a girl named Celeste, the same name as the dismembered 15-year-old girl that was found in his Tesla. That song apparently leaked in December of 2023. And last but not least, a photo has now surfaced of David, this singer dude,
with her
in Lake Elsinore, about a 6-minute walk from where she lived with her family. Also a photo of David with a girl who has a very striking resemblance to this victim.
Well, I don't know. There's a body in your car. I mean, those are all things that seem like there was some implication there. But if you had a dismembered body in your trunk, they're going to be looking at you, right?
Yeah. Well, they're looking at him. Don't you worry about that. But, it just seems like this guy, a lot of thought and foreplanning and all that stuff went into it. You know what I mean? Like, writing songs about her and shush tattoos and no idea. Hashtag Florida Man. Guy named Larry Rada Jr. spotted speeding last Saturday afternoon. Deputy tried to stop him. He spun his car around in a full circle around the cop car and then sped off.
Like a Dukes of Hazzard kind of thing.
Kind of. The police opted not to pursue this guy for safety reasons, but maybe they should have. Later, Larry crashed his car with his 3 kids inside. And then he escaped the scene of the crash by taking his 3 kids and throwing them over a 6-foot fence.
Like, get over the fence and then we're all run together? He just yeeted them over the fence?
He yeeted his own damn kids over the fence. And then he jumped over it himself. He was caught soon after that. All 3 kids taken to the hospital, checked out, released. Later, Larry was later booked on 3 counts of child neglect. Officials say more charges could be filed, but this guy's yeeting his kids over a 6-foot fence.
First, a high-speed chase with his kids in the car.
Running away from the cops, crashing the vehicle, then throwing the kids over the fence.
Yeeting them over a fence. We got to go. Get over there.
Yeeting the kids.
Who throws his shoe? Honestly.
Larry throws his kids.
Larry throws his kids. You know, look, when you got a pool in the backyard or maybe you're on a trampoline, probably pretty fun. Out on the boat.
Oh, yeah.
In the water. Right? Wrestling moves. I've seen great videos of dads doing that stuff. Over a fence while you're running from the cops after you crashed, probably not the best time to yeet your kids.
Larry, dad of the year.
Speaking of yeeting, you got to watch this.
What is it?
Let me get to it here. Hold on. You got a clean Google?
Mm-hmm.
Car.
Is this a roundabout?
Jumps. Open. University Bridge.
Oh, man.
This is in Seattle. So the traffic is stopped, waiting for the drawbridge to go down. You're waiting and waiting and waiting. You don't see anybody moving. The bridge is going down. It's about to close so the traffic can get moving again. There's a woman on a bicycle over in the bike lane where she belongs. And then all of a sudden, this
just goes around him?
Unassuming white SUV crossover goes around him with like a luggage rack on top. Then you see the cop car chasing after him. He crashes through the arm that stops the traffic from going over the bridge, and then he yeets over it.
He does yeet over it.
Yeah, the cops, of course, are not going to follow him. But he made it and drove off.
Just a good old boy.
So he was being chased by the cops.
Yeah, they spotted a stolen car, followed it to the bridge, and this guy just said,
I can make that.
Giddy up.
I can make that.
Driver of the stolen car broke one of the safety arms to
sure did
hop to the partially open bridge, breaking an arm on the far side as well during their escape. Car was found a short time later with a broken windshield and destroyed undercarriage
from the jump
from the jumping over the bridge. Yeah, police said the driver, who may be injured, was not found. But yeah, there's a video of it, FYI, if you want to go find it. Again, just Google car jumps open University Bridge in Seattle, and you'll see it. The unfortunate thing about it is that there's not a video of the close-up of the car.
From the other side.
Or the other side. There's only the one, at least for now, the only video I've seen is
I'd like to see it landing.
From the other direction. Yeah. A mother in South Carolina sounding the alarm after her daughter almost died after doing a TikTok trend involving Benadryl. Have you heard about this one?
No, but Benadryl is...
The teen's mother said that her daughter started hallucinating last week and her heart rate spiked to nearly 200 beats per minute. Rushed her daughter to the hospital, noticed strange behavior, found Benadryl pills under her pillow. I asked her how many she took, and she told me 2, but I didn't believe her because the bottle was open and there were pills on the bed. My husband and I counted them. We noticed a large amount was missing.
Ugh.
Doctors asking the teenager if it was a suicide attempt. She said no, and that a friend had told her she could get high if she took enough Benadryl. Mom looked through the daughter's phone, saw the dangerous trend all over her feed, said, quote, I saw all of the different TikToks she had been looking at. They were all the kids doing Benadryl, and it just kind of blew my mind. I thought that was a safe medication, not something a teenager would get into. Said she tried reporting the videos, learned they did not violate the app's guidelines, unfortunately. The mom said she found her daughter had secretly bought the pills when she went inside a store by herself to get batteries. Now she's warning other parents in her community to be on the lookout for this Benadryl challenge. Yeah. Louisville, Kentucky. A man there is facing charges after a bizarre traffic stop. The guy's name is David Christopher, charged with impersonating a peace officer. According to the police there, an officer noticed Christopher driving northbound without a valid plate back on September 11th, so a week ago. When the traffic stop was initiated by the officer, Christopher told them he didn't have a valid license because it was illegally revoked. also admitted that he didn't have valid insurance. So this guy's
that
out
was
there.
also illegally revoked.
Arrest records state that Christopher told the officer that he was a CIA agent and even had multiple items such as shirts, wallets, and money clips featuring the letters CIA. This guy's buying costume jewelry for the CIA and carrying it around with him to try to get out of tickets while he's getting pulled over.
I don't have a license. I'm part of the CIA.
He displayed a card that read Association of Former Intelligence Officers, which prompted the real officer, to reach out to Homeland Security. Homeland Security told the officer that
we don't have that guy with the CIA.
No, they told the officer that Christopher, the guy that got pulled over, had a, quote, history of impersonating a CIA officer as well as an FBI agent. He'd apparently been on federal probation for impersonating a CIA officer in the past.
He really likes doing that.
Kept telling officers he was an intelligence officer and his credentials were the shirts and various CIA items. Obviously, they arrested his ass and has been charged with a bunch of stuff. But this guy,
I think he doesn't care about being arrested.
No.
I don't think he's going to stop.
Can't stop, won't stop.
CIA, FBI.
I ain't never gonna stop. You ever been to a Benihana?
Mm-mm.
It's like a they do the food in front of you, right? Isn't it? It's like a sushi place.
Is it kind of like that?
Like a
yeah.
What do they call that? God damn it! What's that called?
I know what you're talking about.
The thing, the steakhouse, where they make the food.
Everything in front of you?
Yeah, the flat top. What do they call that? What the hell is it called? What's the word? Why can't I think of it? My brain's not working.
Tell me about this Benihana.
Benihana.
Hana.
What the hell is it called? I don't know. Someone will text me. A chaotic scene unfolding at a Benihana restaurant. This is in Southern California. As an employee and a security guard at the restaurant. You got security guards at these restaurants? What the hell's going on?
Is this a Waffle House?
Got into a fight, and the incident was caught entirely on video because they were in the dining room when they got into it. Officers dispatched to the Benihana for a disturbance call. Preliminary information indicates that there was a dispute between management and an employee. Security guards on site helping management remove the employee from the business became involved in a physical altercation. Video obtained by the TV station out there shows diners getting up hurriedly as the security guard and the employee began fighting, with the employee throwing a plate at the guard. Other patrons were seen trying to intervene as the altercation spilled all across the restaurant. Oh, yeah, there's good video of it, too, FYI. Security guards suffered minor injuries as a result of the scuffle, not transported to a hospital. The employee, however, or former employee, I should probably say, left the scene before the cops got there. The footage obtained by the TV station out there shows him walking out after the security guard got him successfully restrained. Crime report taken. No arrest has been made. However, incident remains under investigation.
The first rule of Fight Club is you do not talk about Fight Club. The second rule of Fight Club is you do not talk about Fight Club.
Hibachi restaurants. And there's one in Minneapolis, by the way. I think that's the closest, the Benihana.
Yeah, thanks to the 8 million people that just texted in because I'm an idiot and couldn't remember it. Hibachi.
Where they're cooking all that stuff on fire, and then these guys are having
the onions and the fired thing, and they're squirting the thing, and all that stuff, and the shrimp and the baby and all that. It's hilarious.
But these guys,
the big whoosh of fire and the kid. Yeah. The one thing I don't like about that is that unless you have a large group, you have to sit next to strangers.
Yeah, and there's so much food too.
Oh, I love that part. That's my jam.
That's okay.
Love that. I'm all about that.
But you don't like sitting at the table with other people?
A bunch of people that I don't want. Get out of here. Go sit over there by yourself. Get away from me.
Take some actors with you, so you don't have to sit with them.
I'm not buying actors dinner, so I don't have to sit next to. There's strangers too. What the hell good is that? Bad news, happy music on Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. We'll get to our daily check-ins, which is basically 8 million messages about the word hibachi.
Hibachis.
We'll get to that next.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Find them online at rockmornings.com. Call.
Hello.
Email.
I tried emailing you.
Text. So many ways to check in with us. Check. We rely on you guys for traffic updates, requests, and all sorts of other stuff.
Check this out.
Rockmornings.com is the website to find all our contact info. You can also download the 92.9 The X app or the 95.7 The Rock app and get in touch with us that way. Michelle Brand texted in Frankie Valli. Not Frankie Avalon or Frankie whatever it was. Frankie Valli's the old corpse that they keep wheeling out there. And
man.
It's sketchy. It's sketchy at best.
I think he does really good, though. That's what it is.
No. I think the other guys do good, and he's just, he's the marquee. But it's just, I've seen videos of him, and it's like it doesn't look good. It looks like elder abuse. It does. Sorry. To me, that's my interpretation of when I see videos of Frankie Valli performing recently on stage.
He's playing everywhere.
I know. Again, seems like elder abuse. Just wheeling him out there.
Night after night, look at this guy. Go 3 nights in a row.
Thanks to Colton, who said, is it hibachi? It is.
Yes.
T-Stet said, I think the word you're looking for is hibachi.
That is the word I'm looking for.
At least as far as the Asian style where they cook the food in front of you on the flat top griddle. M texted in and said hibachi. There shows diners getting up hurriedly. Sorry, voice to tech picked up the rest. Mason said hibachi grill, yes. Jeremy said Mongolian grill.
Yeah.
Similar. Like hoo-hot, right? That's what they... Same as Courtney, hibachi. Carmen said hibachi. Somebody else texted in with hibachi. Scott did as well. Carmen also texted in yesterday when we were talking about paella, because you're losing handily in our pigskin picks. And so the seafood paella might be happening sooner rather than later. And Carmen said Nosh in Winona has awesome paella.
Really?
Yeah. So Nosh in Winona. They were on the burger cart, I think. We never made it there for the burger, though. Michelle texted in and said she agrees with me about Frankie Valli. It looks suspiciously like elder abuse. Look, the guy's 90, right? He's like 90 years old. And they got him on the road 3, 4, 7 nights in a row. And come on, man. He looks frail as hell.
Well,
he's obviously not singing. I mean, he's just standing.
He is, I think, though.
I don't know, man. The videos I've seen look sketchy as hell. And I don't really care much about... I just saw the video. I'm like, God damn.
Damn, that guy's looking old. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was born in like 34, I think.
Chris texted in about Office Cora's hypothetical question. Said, which cartoon character would you be and why? Chris said he would be Quagmire from Family Guy. Giggity, giggity, giggity. Thank you, Chris. Jason suggesting that if we're in Des Moines, we go to Zombie Burger. They've got great burgers and shakes as well.
National Cheeseburger Day, so there's tons of deals out there if you want. Take a Google and find yourself some cheap cheeseburgers.
Also, somebody else texted in and said, I will get judged for this one, but System of a Down, 30 Seconds to Mars, Guns N' Roses, and Nirvana would be their dream lineup.
I don't think we get judged. Your lineup's your lineup, man.
To each their own. Doc texted in earlier, said, give Kimmel's show to Guillermo.
Fill in for now.
I did see that some of these ABC stations are going to run some kind of special to Charlie Kirk. I don't know which ones, but yeah, after they obviously took Kimmel off air. Courtney sent in a picture of him throwing, I'm assuming it's his own child, in the pool.
Well, yeah.
That says yeet, which is what you're supposed to do.
Though.
He's got him up there too, man. That's some good lift.
Got some height.
And it looks almost like he might be throwing him far enough. He might hit that fence behind him. Be careful there, Courtney. You're a strong fella. A couple of lovely ladies drinking their beers in the front foreground. And the kid's just up there. That's what you're supposed to do as a dad. You throw your kid in the pool. They love it. Not so much over a 6-foot fence when you're running from the cops.
That's less good, Dad.
Not going to win Father of the Year that way. Thanks for all the correspondence. Have a great rest of your day. We'll talk to you tomorrow.